Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing really well. Yes, we are back and it is another sneaker video. I'm sure you guys can probably tell by now what pair it is. We are going to be talking about the Air Jordan 4 Rare Air. Now, if you guys are familiar with the drop, they released a Jordan 3 pair a couple of months ago. I have got a video with that. So again, if you do want to check that out, then have a look at that video. But today we will be focusing on the Jordan 4 drop. Now, when I saw this through some of the earlier images through the beginning of the year, this was a drop that I was really excited about. I think it's a great colorway. It's got some nice, simple, subtle colors. I've seen this in hand and the material on these are incredible. This is a pair that you're going to find very easy to style. If it is something that you are looking forward to, then drop me a follow on my Instagram. You'll see it up on screen now at adillon25. I am very keen to get this pair on feet. If you do want to see how I have styled this, how I have put these together with some of my fits, then have a look at my Instagram. I am very active on Instagram, so if you want to see what I'm doing day to day, then hit me a follow on there. And you will see a lot of my posts focused on clothing and on sneakers. If you do enjoy these kind of videos from me, please do give me a thumbs up. It does go a long way in help growing my channel. And if you do want to be the first to be notified if I do hit and release a new video, then hit that subscribe button, and as soon as I drop a new video, you'll be the first to know. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on these, if this is a pair that you're after, if you think these are overhyped, if you think they've been released at the wrong time. I know a lot of these pairs are sitting in stores with a full-size run. I don't know whether people are saving up for the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated, which is going to be released this week or next week. So again, I know a lot of people are going to be focusing on getting a pair of those, and especially if you don't hit that for retail, people will be saving up, and I'm sure a lot of people will pull the trigger on resale. At the moment it's quite crazy, but as soon as the drop becomes available, then resale prices naturally will drop. I don't think they will go to retail, but I definitely think they will drop down from the $700-800 mark, depending on what size you're looking at. They will definitely drop down to about $400-500, and again in the UK probably around £350. So yeah, now that that's all out of the way, let's jump straight into the sneaker itself. I've not opened these. I have seen these in person. I did go to a StockX sneaker event last week. They invited me. I managed to go down, saw some other creators there, some really nice guys I managed to have a chat with. So yeah, it was a really nice event. But I did see these in hand, and that's when I thought to myself, because I was umming and ahhing purely based on the fact that there is so many sneaker drops at the moment and I'm being very selective. But as soon as I saw these in hand and I saw the material, I thought to myself, actually I've got to get these. So that's what I did. I've grabbed it. I got a pair from Sneakers. Now, I don't really win off Sneakers, so if I do manage to get lucky, then you know there's way more pairs than people are after. So yeah, that's the only reason I know I hit on Sneakers. I did try and go for the early week drop in stores. Unfortunately, I had something to do on Saturday and I couldn't get down, and it was, yeah, heavy rain. But anyway, you know, we've got the pair in hand. Okay, I'm going to get it out the box, okay, and we have it here. Really excited to show this pair to you. I'm sure some of you already would have seen some of the sneaker videos. Let's get this box out the way. So if you guys are familiar with this, in terms of the Rare Air pair in the Jordan 3 that was released, you can see it's the same packaging with the Michael Jordan face on the box. And as soon as we open the box up, okay, we do have the Jumpman logo on the inside. And again, we have the double wrapping from Nike and Jordan. Now, we have seen this with a few of the drops, and especially when you've got premium materials, they do want to protect these, which I think is why they are doing the double wrapping. As soon as we open this, let's get both pairs up and out. There they are. We can see from here, if we are rubbing our hands on the suede, and you can see the material move. I love that. There's a contrast between the black, and we've also got a slightly different suede material that rubs across. I absolutely love that. We've got the hints of red. We do have a blue Nike Air hang tag that's attached to the sneaker itself, and we do have the upside down Jumpman logo on the tongue. If we do pull back the logo, you will reveal a white Jordan across the bottom. It's actually Jordan Rare Air is written on there. I don't want to take the tongue off. I've seen some other videos where they say if you actually take it off 3 or 4 times, then the actual thing starts to fray from the side, so I don't want to do that. There is another version that is released that has gold right underneath. That's a lot more rare, and people did want that one. I've got the white pair. Yeah, that's what I will live with. Overall, I would say the QC it's okay. It's not particularly great. We can see some of the smudges across there. We can see the glue marks as you often get Jordan pairs. There is a mark on suede in one of my pairs, and again, the most thing I'm annoyed about is the shape, especially around the toe box area. Got some really awful stitching on the inside, whereas on my right hand side of the pair, actually I think that looks pretty good to me. Nothing really to complain about across there. If we go to the back of the sneaker on the heel, we do have the classic Nike Air logo. Okay, I actually do prefer the Nike Air as opposed to the Jumpman logo. I think this colorway is absolutely perfect. These are pretty much a very similar colorway to the Breads, you know, apart from obviously the odd few color palettes and shades and changes across there, but overall they are very, very reminiscent of that. Right, well, there you have it, guys. This was a very, very quick look, a little unboxing, a mini review of the Air Jordan 4 Rare Air that was released last week. Yeah, as I said, I think this is a great pair. I think they're really, really easy to style based on the colorway. I think the material and the quality on these are excellent. Yes, you've got a couple of QC marks, as you would. You know, that's the standard thing. Every time we talk and look at a pair, we're always going to have something, and some of these imperfections, that's always going to be present. But overall, I think they are a great pair. I definitely want to have these in my collection. I have the Air Jordan 3 pair, so it's only right to have the Air Jordan 4 in my collection as well. I am really, really looking forward to rocking these on feet. Hopefully I'll get them on feet sometime this weekend. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if you think this is something that you are after, if it's something that you're easily going to pass on based on some of the other pairs that are releasing. Again, just let me know in the comments. Hope you guys have a lovely week, and until next time, peace.